I'm just preparing everything first. Thank you so much for listening. Alright, just preparing everything here. Alright guys, thank you so much for staying tuned. Right now we're going to the dwarven place, Orzammar, so that we can recruit the dwarves. Alright. Just check everything out here. Oh wow. There are enemies. Far so good. Oh, that's insane.
It's done.
You have some kind of problem? Oh? What was this about? I worried this might happen. I hoped it wouldn't be you who came for me. I have no choice. Forgive me, Warden, but I cannot go back with you.
No.
Watch out! You will learn
Hey now! And so I shall.
Tear them apart! Mind blow! I'll try to be merciful!
As you desire.
Alright, I think I'm finally done with this quest. Hopefully.
I've never seen an elf down here before.
I have contracts. They can't shut us out like this.
Of course. As you like.
Thank the Maker, my brother and his family made it out of Lothering. He said that the Darkspawn attacked it the very next day.
The Darkspawn took Lothering, did they?
I don't know. I expect so, since there was no one there to stop them.
Well, it won't be much longer until those monsters get here. There doesn't seem to be anyone fighting them now.
can I do for you?
Have a note here from your master.
This ought to be interesting. Such diction. This man is a true scholar and rhetorician. I am honored to be fired by one such as he. Good day.
Inspired. The hell. Two of them can be found in there.
I didn't get into this business to sit on my goods.
Alright.
Oh, you wish to talk to me? Truly, it's a courtesy for one so well-armed to notice a lonely merchant.
Doing the service.
Someone has to. Trade with other races can dry up. We surfacers are Orzamar's lifeline. Even if we're denied a caste, the Assembly says we turned our back on the stone. But they still use the goods we bring. Hypocrites.
That's not right. Someone should do something.
Maybe it'll change by the time my children are grown.
How often do you restock in Orzammar?
Twice a year. I'm confined to a trade stall in the Commons, but I see enough. It's very closed in. My grandfather says I've lost my stone sense. I was born topside. I don't remember having it.
Never mind, I should go.
Best of luck to you.
There's no question. You just transfer
Again,
everything
I'm flattered by your interest, Great Lord. Yes, maybe it'll change by the time my children are grown. My grandfather says I've lost. Best of luck to you.
There are other places to sell. I don't have to come back here.
You're wasting your time. Only dwarves are allowed into Orzammar.
Okay. It's not stopping me though.
Can I interest you in something? I've got the finest selection of previously owned armor and weaponry this side of Val Royale.
Previously,
Why pay through the nose for new equipment when you can buy it like new for much, much less?
and you get like new armor from. Let me take a look.
Of course. And remember,
Hey, what's up, bro?
everything's covered by
Thanks for
Farron's
visiting this
24-hour lifetime guarantee.
Still playing the same thing, which is Dragon Age Origins.
Oh, you want to see some of the best?
It's another term for second-hand Knight Commander's Plate. This is actually nice. Willpower, spell resistance, mental resistance. Good for us there, but no, they'll use it on me. It's a gift. This is good. This is the Archdemon. I'll buy this. That's the next one. Yes. Doesn't have a slot. Yeah, I'll get the plus 5 fire damage and give it to Indiana. Anything
So,
else?
what did your uncle say? Is he doing what you said?
Save the game.
King Loghain will not... Vieta, this land is held in trust for the sovereign dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Loghain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
I have an urgent need to talk to your king. Why have your people treated like this? I have important business in Orzammar.
None more important than mine.
Your business will wait. Orzammar must limit outside influence until the throne is settled. No one gets in.
I have urgently to talk to your king. Have your people retreated like
They
this.
hide because they are dwarves.
I would challenge any race to fare as well. Our king is dead. Entrenaidukan returned to the stone not 3 weeks ago. The assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
I'm a Grey Warden. This treaty obliges Orzammar to aid me. A blight is coming. They must unite for Ferelden. The Grey Wardens lead their traditional dwarven allies.
The Wardens killed King Cailan and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Loghain.
Well, that is the royal seal. That means only the assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
You're letting in a traitor? And a foreigner? In the name of King Loghain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden.
Wow. Unto your false king, the dwarves will not hear him today. Loghain is the traitor who killed King Cailan and Ostagar. That's enough. Raise your blade if you're so tough.
I will at that. I'm a messenger of King Loghain.
Kill each other as you will. But take your sodding fight off my doorstep.
Alright. I will. I'll fucking kill this guy. So annoying. Use your skill. Can't hit me. You have a lot of healing.
Here comes trouble! I'll try to be merciful! I never liked this part!
Alright, nice.
Delighted. All right.
Perfect. You're the sting now.
You've done me a service. That fool Imrek was barking for a week. Are all humans so touched? You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden. Though I don't know what help you will find.
Thanks, man. Save.
Your arrival is a mixed blessing. We prefer that outsiders not witness our infighting, but your presence will be tolerated.
Alright. I've been tolerated all my life. I'm fine.
Fair journeys, Warden. They say the Darkspawn have left for the surface.
That's true.
For the love of Aragon. They say the Darkspawn have left for the surface.
I shall.
Cards.
Now
Okay,
that's a thing of
very
beauty.
long.
May the ancestors protect Branka, wherever she is.
Really good. Ferelden Garan. So these are heroes? Right. Carlos Hall.
Show respect, Surfacer. You're in the Hall of Heroes, home to the best of us.
The figures are quite grand indeed. Ooh, a blight is coming. I don't care about these statues.
Paragons, dwarves who achieve such greatness, they're considered ancestors even if they yet walk among us. If only we had one now. A unifier. A voice like that, there would be no dissension.
Perhaps I can help. Can't you stand for yourself?
Perhaps I don't want you to. A surfacer should not see us in this kind of disarray. Goodbye, Warden. I hope you're not needed.
That's kind of rude.
So have you heard? Morrigan and him are, you know.
Have you nothing better to do than spread idle gossip? And besides, he can probably hear us both. You're not being very discreet.
No, look, he's not even paying attention.
Maybe. You don't think that he's serious about it, do you? The woman is a vile fiend.
Well, look here.
Wow.
Now who's an idle gossip? Meow.
You're the one who started this, I might remind you. And I'm ending it.
The bangs in my hair is so disarranged. comments.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew!
Handlers, separate these dashers in the diamond quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
Not speak that way about the man who should be king!
Whoa. Yep. I want to side with him now.
I won't have fighting in the Commons, especially in front of outsiders.
I find that soddy fool, I'll have him in the Legion.
Balin?
Vieta, surfacer. I'm bid to let you walk the Commons, but keep your place. Warden or not, I want order.
The Blight is coming and I need Orzamar's assistance. Can a city function like this? Should get going.
Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the Assembly in the Diamond Quarter if you want. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand. Balin, Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here.
Sounds like Balin and Harrowmont are the ones to talk to. Paragons. The city function like this.
See, that's why I don't want you surfacers seeing our worst. You'll think that's all we are. The market is thin, but busy, and the tavern never closes. Bad blood is usually kept to the proving. Should toss Balin and Harrowmont in there, sort this all out in a hurry.
The proving.
Personal battles for honor and ancestor. I don't expect a surfacer to understand.
Okay.
If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate, the true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter.
Sounds like Balin and Harrowmont are the ones to talk to.
They've caged themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working people is dodgy. No place for a proper lord. Balin speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the Assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Dulin Ferender from his estate.
You mentioned paragons.
Surfacers appoint no paragons? Truly, you're lost in all that sky. They are the best of us, declared living ancestors. If you must be our warden, at least know us.
Yes.
Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate. Yes, you...
New quest. Speak to Prince Balin's second command. Prince Balin is one of the two men. Balin. I don't know. To earn an audience with Balin, you must speak to Vartag Gavorn, his second in command. Vartag may be found in the Assembly Chamber, which is in the Diamond Quarter. Speak to Dulin Forender. Lord Harrowmont is one of the two men who could take the throne. To earn an audience with Harrowmont, you must speak to Dulin Forender. You can find Dulin either in Harrowmont's estate, in the Diamond Quarter, or in Capthur's Tavern. Who should I side with? Who should I make chain? Yes.
Where did they put all the rock, I wonder?
Everywhere.
We are honored to serve you, Grey Warden.
Because I'm being respected here. That's good. Janar. Can your armors even fit me?
Welcome to Janar Family Armors. I must say, you look like our type of people. Looking for a new set of mail. At Janar's, we have everything from leather to platinum.
Wow, leather to platinum. And anything about what's happening with the king?
I stay out of politics. It's not good for a smith to get the attention of those who grant vendors licenses. Lord Harrowmont's a fair man. My father did business with him. He always paid on time. But the Idukans have served us well. If it is the ancestors' wisdom to keep them on the throne, I cannot object.
Alright, so you're indifferent or you're neutral. Part of the Smith caste.
Aye, for 100 generations. My father made his name by inventing a fold and tacit, which were integrated into the cuirass. But, I'm guessing by your face, you're not a smith yourself.
Alright, just let me see what's
Of course.
in the store.
Keep in mind, we also take items on trade.
That's good to hear. And I should get a haircut because my eye just got stabbed by my hair strand. Oh, that's so annoying. There we go. Dwarven longsword. Nothing here that I can use. I have better gear than most of these. Yeah. Definitely got something better. That's it. Let's get the other stuff. Oh god. Right here.
Ancestors, guard my son, for he is lost in darkness. Mothers, keep him safe, for you know what it is to mourn. I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? Although, I can't imagine
so
your
sad.
ancestors reside in the stone.
So this is some kind of shrine. What are you praying for? Who are you?
My name is Vilda, widow of Turak of the Smith caste. I pray here every day for my son, Rak. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul.
Safe return, your son is missing. What happened to him? I'll leave you with your grief. What happened to him?
It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them.
Do you want me to look for him? Anyone go after him? But he's almost certainly dead. I'll leave you with your grief. Do you want me to look for him?
How? There is no way except to brave the Deep Roads yourself.
I'm a Grey Warden, that's what we do.
Warden? So you could do it. Only wardens face the Deep Roads without a company backing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers. Please, find me as soon as you return.
Sure.
Lord Harriman is such a good, caring man. He'll make a great king.
It's about time the Darkspawn started attacking the surface. They bothered us for far too long.
Wow. Trapsters stabbing.
I shall.
Some help, poultices.
I once drank a thimble of dwarven ale, woke up a week later in Jada wearing nothing but my shoes and a towel.
Whoa.
So you're a Grey Warden. You think I'm impressed?
No. Hold on.
Atrust Vala, stranger. You must be the Grey Warden we heard about. Welcome to Tapsters. I'm Cora, your hostess. How may I serve you?
I'd like a drink. I'd like to hear a bit about the city.
So you come to Tapsters? I guess you're not asking for anything official, or you'd be at the Shaperate. But I can certainly give you a mole's eye view.
Sure. What's the Shaper?
It's the bureau of all the Shapers in Orzammar, led by the Shaper of Memories. If you're from the surface, I guess you'd call them scholars. They keep all of our records, laws, genealogies. You got questions about Orzammar's history, and don't mind answers in words as long as your leg, that's the place to go.
Right? Where can I find a Shaper of Memories? Is there any place I should see while I'm here?
The nobles stay upstairs, except when they're slumming. You'll find the assembly there, the palace, the Shaperate, and plenty of estates. Down from here is just Dust Town or the mines, so my recommendation is avoid. It's not part of the city, just some old tunnels where the castlists build their nest. No one goes there if they can help it. But if you want fun, your best bet is the Proving.
Yeah, I want to have fun. I like a drink.
With 52 types of ale, 17 types of mead, and a dozen imported wines, we should be able to serve your needs. What do you have?
Man, dwarves are drunkards. round of your best meat from my southern lands.
Someone's feeling generous. A round of Valentus Red for everyone.
How much gold?
This, my friend, is the Paragon of Ales. The best your money can buy. Enjoy.
Sure. And I lost 1 silver, 20 bronze. That's fine. Just to get everyone like me. To like me. Except I'm stealing that. Okay, I made a profit.
Did you need something else, Warden?
With
52 types of ale,
yes.
17 types of meat, and a dozen imported. So
I
what'll
cannot
it be
take
then?
anything there.
I guess you're not asking for anything
It's
official.
all thanks. Who do I talk to so that I can buy some stuff?
Told him I don't understand why the provings aren't open to everyone. I mean, it's how the ancestors show their favor. Do they really need our help to decide who's worthy? And then he practically slapped me.
That's
Yes, of course.
Lord Dennick Helmy, honored Desher of the Orzammar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns. You understand what I'm saying, right? On the surface, there are no castes, and it works fine. Am I right, Warden?
Yep. You know me, your type is fast. Controversial opinion for a dwarven assembly. Most humans treat my people like a caste us.
But there are those like you who see this with concern, no? Well, I've taken the time to actually talk to the other castes. You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent deshers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the assembly. Orzammar are so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the castes are even necessary.
Okay, that's good. It should be progressive, not traditional. So we get to vote in the next king. How does the caste system work anyway?
Badly. Oh, you're serious? Well, it's simple, I guess. The king and elected deshers of the assembly are at the top. Then it's the nobles. Then the warriors and all the craftsmen. At the bottom are servants. The casteless and criminals are below even that. Your caste is determined by that of your same-sex parent. And that's where you stay your whole life, whatever your skill.
Same-sex parents. So if I'm a dude and my father's a noble, then I can be considered a noble. Yeah. Okay.
Me and 79 other fine, upstanding examples of how someone who's born into every privilege inevitably wants more. They're not fond of my views on equality.
Oh, who are you voting for?
I doubt either candidate has been outside the Diamond Quarter in his life. But Lord Harrowmont seems a bit more forgiving. Prince Balin's brilliant, I'll give him that, and subtle as sin. But I don't think anything in Orzammar matters more to him than winning. As you wish.
Harrowmont or Balin? How is this gone with this?
They're everywhere! I can't take it!
What a cute dude. Who's everywhere, man?
What? Get away! You'll change like the rest! Monsters hidden in all my friends!
What are you talking about? Is this Darkspawn corruption or just madness?
This thing's older than Darkspawn. And once you're in the story, they find you. See? I found copies. All from the same pen, and older than the ones in song. Dormant my ass. Take them. I want out. I won't disappear chasing a lie. I won't.
Well, I was just given something. About something is working behind the scenes in Ferelden. The notes you have acquired from dead or verified adventurers point to an ancient evil, or at least an ancient man, telling stories of ancient evil. You have cause to speak with Vilm Madon, who lives somewhere in the Naren. Okay. And these dwarves.
Afternoon, stranger. You looking for a stool to share a brew?
Who are you? Don't mind if I do. For a fist to show your face? Don't mind if I do.
I recommend the Lycan Ale. They brew it downstairs. Name's Naveen. I fight with Prince Balin's expeditionary field unit. Yourself?
I'm Banana, a Grey Warrior. You work for Velen? Who's your unit fighting?
Darkspawn. Not much use in turning our weapons elsewhere while those vermin still live.
You work for Velen.
I go where I'm sent, fight when I'm there, and leave politics where it belongs.
I mean, so Belen's the warrior here that fights Darkspawn, and then Haramon is just the person that is involved with the affairs in the city, like a mayor or some sorts. Who should I be backing? Who should be better? Thanks for the drink, I should go. Never been the blue pros.
Every Grey Warden ends up there. That's where they send you when you're ready to leave this world. Go die in the dark, putting away as many vermin as you can. Getting more crowded these days, though. Lots of people interested all of a sudden. We go back tomorrow, and we're not the only ones.
Who's sending me out?
Balin ordered us in at first bell. He's splitting us into 4 teams to search for some of the lost tigers. Looking for signs of Bronca, I guess. Seems to be who everyone's after.
That's where the drink I should go. Who's Bronca?
Bronca was a paragon, some kind of great smith or whatnot. But she went batty and let her whole house into the deep roads more than 2 years ago. No chance she could have survived. And a lot of good men are gonna die looking for her corpse. Excuse me. This brew is starting to taste awful bitter.
I see. Alright. Bronca became crazy. Legnar.
Topsiders? Good. Get some outside gold in here. Calm people down. Make them think we should open the gates for good. The more cracks in the old way, the better. That's what Balin stands for.
So this guy's a Balin supporter. Your allegiance to this Balin's clear. Why?
Not your business, but I see where the gold is. He's the traditional pick, yet he wants a new way, whether some like it or not.
I'm saying Balin killed this Balin. To prove this chaos, let me see which one we restore first. Some say Balin.
Just as many say Harrowmont. Neither are paragons, and the scales being equal, I go with the promise of more trade.
You approve of this chaos?
Can't find ore without splitting some stone. My investments are solid, I'll be fine. The Assembly has done us a favor. They've shown just how loose the sand is under our feet. It opens people to change.
You see what's better than yourself.
I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
This guy just wants money. Damn dwarves. Shadow of the Empire. +2 strength, +2 dex, +1 stamina regen in combat. This is actually pretty good for Liliana. I think she can learn. For Liliana. That was expensive. Silver hammers, evaders. I'm gonna use this. Silver army cap. No. Oh, gold ears. Okay, for a dwarf companion. Yeah, I think it's for the manor. But my inventory is full. Remarkable sapphire. Really is not using that once. Don't mind if I do. I can do this first. Then, okay. It's a lot better. One for banana. Lion's paw. Oh, this is for Morgan then. I give Liliana a gift. She has 100%. She loves him. Morgan is dead. Anyway.
Interesting.
We have
Why, thank you so much.
Perfect. Now I'll just reserve the others for later.
Back to buy something, I hope. I want that surface wealth coming back to us, Balin's ascension willing.
Hey, thanks for the follow. I don't know who followed me, since I'm not able to see it here, but thanks for following. Ah, Coyote Butterfly Game. There we go. Found it. Thank you so much for following. You are against this Nellis Q. Why? You approve of this chaos. Let me see what's wrong. Buy some stuff before we do it. Very expensive. Nothing new. No.
It's done.
There we go. Brother Berkeley. So, I've explored this side, and I'm going to explore this side after.
Maker's blessing on you, brother.
I didn't think dwarves believed in a maker. May his divine spirit always light your way. Not very religious, sorry. May his divine spirit always light your way.
Ah, it's a great pleasure to meet a fellow believer. I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light.
Even in the very bowels of the earth, we hear no end of this chant.
And that is something to rejoice in, good sister. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar.
Whose permission do you need to open a chantry? Don't dwarves worship their ancestors or something? Well, good luck with that. Let me know how it turns out. It will not help spread your lies. Don't dwarves worship their ancestors or something?
There is resistance. It's obvious the world wasn't created by the mortal souls who dwelt within it. Yet the dwarves of Orzammar persist in worshipping their own forefathers.
As their religion, you should interfere. Whose permission do you need to open
The Shaperid controls changes in Orzammar's structure and society. I need the Shaper of Memory's permission to open a prayer meeting.
Well, good luck with that. Let me know how it turns out. Do you want me to talk to him for you? I don't want to be involved in religion.
Never mind. The Shaper of Memories has refused me so far. I thought perhaps with another advocate. Well, if you have a change of heart, let me know.
Could I take the quest, just in case?
As you like.
Yeah, I'll just take
Mick,
the quest.
I never expected to see you back. Is there something you see? I can see the...
If this chantry could help just one person as much as it helped me, it's worth any trouble.
Please, let me know as soon...
Sure. I will. I'm done here. I'm not gonna go to Dust Town just yet. Roads, improving the... I'll just go to Dust Town right now. Then go there. So I have to go back and forth.
I think I just stepped in something.
Oh, you didn't? Alright.
We'll get plenty for their shit when you cut them on.
It's your time to die!
There we go. You're just standing there. Damn, you tanked me as hell. You did. Why did these guys attack me? The castless. So this is basically Sparta's area. Something like that.
I'll do it.
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform.
It sounds like a man with something to hide. And banana, grey work.
Then shouldn't you be off killing genlocks? Or at least sweeping through the Diamond Quarter to carry off someone's firstborn?
If you tell me what you're doing, maybe I can help.
And bring the guardsmen running? Thanks, but I was just leaving.
Wow. You gave me that quest exclamation point in your head just to tell just to tell me to fuck off. Jesus. Let's do something.
What are you looking for? We got nothing to buy for the likes of you. Or maybe you wanted to sell.
This doesn't look like a store.
Well, our business is kind of covert, if you know what I mean. It's illegal in Orzammar for me to engage in protected trade, but they look the other way if I share things with my friends. For money.
Some spare equipment.
Why don't you take a look?
Efforts boots, senior enchanter's robes. There's nothing more to do about. Ooh, bard now, nope. There's actually nothing here that I want. Let me just say something. Just these other rooms. I just want Grandmaster ones. Or expert. If I sell this, will her affection for me go down? Let's check. Hopefully not. Okay. Yep, nothing went down. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Let me see real quick. Right now I'm just looking for
whoever you're looking for,
here.
it's not me, I swear.
Shine your shoes.
Shine your shoes.
As you like.
Coin. You got any coin? I haven't eaten since yesterday.
So hungry.
Man.
Spare a bit for the needy?
Yeah,
Please.
something?
It's
Nope.
not for me, it's
Yep.
for my child. Have you a coin to spare, my lord? It's for my son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I.
You're closer. Here's 5 silvers, buy yourself a meal. Why doesn't your son's father help you? Ugh, get a job. It would be sensitive to ask. Maybe he doesn't have a father, his father's dead. Ask away.
A question I ask every day. He was eager enough for a daughter who would bring him into the mining caste. But since the boy was born, I've not seen nose or heel of the lout. And me alone on the street, forbidden to return to my family unless I... But no! I can't bear to even think of it!
What does your family want you to do? What's wrong? You seem upset. Is there some way I can help? I don't have time for your hysterics. Goodbye. What does your family want you to do?
My son's father is casteless, as is he. I used to be a miner, but my parents stripped my caste and refused to accept me back. Unless I agree to abandon the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him.
Wow, okay. Maybe I could reason with your family. That's horrible. If you're a miner, why would your son be casteless? Yeah, I got that explanation earlier. Let me just go ahead and click this.
In Orzammar, lineage is traced through the child's same-sex parent. Had my baby been a girl, she would have been a minor like me. But as a boy, my son is considered tainted forever by his father's seed.
That's just... That kind of tradition is so bad. It's horrible. Isn't there any other solution? It would be better off if you exposed him somewhere.
How can you say that? I cannot abandon my baby.
can
The Shapers
probably
teach that only children of true lineage exist, not
leave the
those
baby
born
in
casteless.
the chantry so that
They
you
never
can
carry the
care for him.
child. He cries like any other infant, and smiles when he's warm and full. I can't kill him because of an accident of birth, an accident I forced on him.
Maybe I could reason with your family. Can't you just take your son to the surface? What kind of life will he have? Spare him that pain.
No, he's my son. I will not abandon him. Now excuse me. I need to find some place for us to sleep.
Jesus. I'm gonna help this guy.
Do not talk to me, child killer.
Whoa. I didn't say anything about killing him. Careful. Here I am, I was trying to help. And I get called a child killer. Sad.
Yes, of course.
No. No one lives in this house. Nope. Is that it?
If I were tall and beautiful like you, I could make all sorts of money.
Whoa. Trying to be a prostitute? I'm done with that. I'm done with this. Time to go back. Hey Texas! What's up? Thanks for the raid, man. Thank you so much for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. A great stream, I mean. Oh, God. Thank you so much, man. I'll get to affiliate in no time because of you. Thank you so much. And to all of my viewers here as well.
I didn't expect you back so soon. Have you been to the deep roads already? I guess it was foolish to think that
Yeah,
Rain
Nightbot is
decided
gonna
them after
catch
all
your
this time.
hands.
Thank you for
Catch your
looking.
hands so fast, you're not able to post. I still haven't edited Nightbot yet. Oh God, I didn't mean to do that. That was wrong. That was wrong. That was wrong. Thanks, man.
I'll do it.
One of these days, I hope I can do the same and host for you as well. Or raid with a lot of guys watching.
Yes, Warden. What is it? You said as much. Take it to the assembly in the dive. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand. Balin. Yes, you should.
Oh God. Key required. Just stealing everyone. Stealing everyone's items.
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
No.
Greetings, and welcome to Garen Garrison's luxury goods shop. Wow, there are a lot of you. And I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with. What was I saying?
Nothing coherent. Thought I should see myself out. Are you alright? Have a look at my shop, I hope.
Right. Yeah, I have some lovely things here. Lyrium. Enhanced, of course.
This guy's high. These are extremely expensive. Very expensive. This is a pretty good ring though. Plus 10 constitution, plus 3 health regen. 10 health regen while exploring, plus 3 armor. Oh god. This is pretty good for Alistair. Not gonna lie. Too bad I'm too poor to afford it. Can't afford it. Oh yeah, I forgot about using this. Use this on banana. There we go. Strength, dexterity, magic. I'm gonna make this into an arcane warrior / blood mage, so I need to level up my strength and dex slowly. What's up, Diamond? It's your turn.
You look like you're not from around here.
Obviously. Can I help you? Yes, you could say that. Get out. Yes, you could say that.
Oh, wonderful. I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle?
Yep. Of course I heard of the Circle. I'm a mage myself. Why is the dwarf interested in the Circle? The Circle of Mage. I'm a mage myself.
Then I'm truly honored.
Hey, thank you for coming back.
Mage. Is it true you can manipulate
What's
nature's
up?
forces with your mind? Like you were born with lyrium in your veins? I can't even imagine.
You know what happened yesterday, Adam? I tried looking for that quest and I found that quest. It started with a book, but somehow I wasn't able to continue with the quest. It said something about that I cannot continue the quest in that tower's shape. So I'm just here right now with dwarves. Be happy to answer any questions. Why is the dwarf interested in the circle? Are there any mages here?
Of course not. Haven't you read First Enchanter Cathalin's treatise concerning dwarfs and the non-heritability of magic? He tested dwarfs from 20 bloodlines and found they couldn't perform any level of spell casting, regardless of lyrium exposure or time on the surface. The Circle speculates that lyrium in the stone shields us from spiritual influences, and over time made us immune to them.
So what do you want of the circle? Right, of course I read that. Why don't you read about accessing like the proper thing? What do you want of the circle?
I want to go to the Circle to study.
I assure you that desire will depart the moment you arrive.
I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface. And the Circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing.
You can bring the circle your request. And what would the messenger get? Ridiculous. Stay in your place and leave the mages alone. I can bring the circle your request.
That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcast. Tell them I've already begun reading the Tevinter Imperiums for Tikum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child?
She's so enthusiastic and adorable. I'm glad we're helping her.
She is.
Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
Alright, and then lightly spawn. Quest updated. Bring Dagna's request to the Circle of Magi. You met a young dwarven woman named Dagna, whose biggest wish is to study magic at the Circle of Magi. Even though dwarves are incapable of doing magic, she wants to study its theory. We agreed to go to the Circle to ask them Dagna to study that. We have to go there too. Okay. Add the teeth. Let's just focus on this for now. Then further details here. Noble. Probably rich.
On my way.
Ancestors guide your steps, Warden.
Man, don't make me feel bad.
The social
You have
strata
come at a
quickly
difficult
makes
time.
itself evident, no matter
Orzammar
where
is
one
ailing
goes.
for want of a king.
Social strata, indeed. The poor and the rich. Social status is everything here.
Could the end of Orzammar be nigh? Turn to Lord Harrowmont and assure the future of Dwarven society.
I just get paid to speak the truth. If you have an issue, speak to my employer.
Sure, bud.
Is it true there's civil war on the surface, too?
I think so. Yep, between Loghain and our enemy. House Harrowmont. So there's the houses here. 80 days.
This has dragged on too long. It's an insult to King Endrin's memory.
Thanks for the money, though. 54 silvers. Damn. Noble. Butler.
As you like.
Welcome to Lord Harrowmont's estate.
Harrowmont is the rightful king, and you know that.
No, I don't
Only
think so.
Lord Harrowmont is fit to be king.
I think Belen is supposed to be king.
These are the personal apartments of High General Lord Harrowmont. No visitors are allowed at this time.
We are honored by your trust.
I don't trust you guys.
I heard there was a Grey Warden here. I am Doolan Forrender.
Second to Lord Harrowmont, King Endrin's own choice as successor.
Really?
Word is spreading that the surface may suffer a blight. It is shameful we are not in a better position to help.
I have a pretty obliging Orzammar to aid against the blight. I would speak with Lord Harrowmont. I'm busy right now. We can talk later. I have a treaty.
That may be, and that is a terrible risk for the surface. But even if the world would end tomorrow, Lord Harrowmont cannot ignore Balin today. He cannot afford to trust anyone of unproven loyalties.
I'm actually with Balin. How can I prove I'm not working for Balin? What do you want me to do? Denounce Balin publicly? Stop playing games. This really compels you to help. I don't want to gain your favor now.
You're asking the King of Orzammar to send armies to the surface, but Orzammar has no king and we have no army. Right now, the men who should be fighting Darkspawn are brawling in the street. If this situation is not resolved, we face civil war. If you want Lord Harrowmont's time now, you'll have to prove you have no intention of turning against him later.
So, you would make the whole world raped? How can I prove I'm not working for Balin? No.
If you wish to show you have no loyalty to Balin, then work against him in Harrowmont's name.
No.
Balin is hosting a proving today, supposedly to honor his father's memory. The Deshers take it very seriously, and unfortunately, Balin found some way to blackmail or intimidate House Harrowmont's best fighters into stepping down.
So you want me to enter the proving in Harrowmont's name. You want me to find out why your fighters dropped out? Why would your assembly care who win some tournament?
The proving is a contest of the best warriors in Orzammar. By fighting, they show who has the ancestors' favor. If you were to enter the proving as Lord Harrowmont's champion, it would prove your loyalty beyond a doubt. Balin would never work with anyone who humiliated him in that way. Harrowmont would have no fear of meeting with you then.
I don't want to start picking sides. I will not let Harrowmont send me on this runaround. I'll enter the proving and see where the others would be. No, number 3.
Then I'm afraid your only choice is to wait until there's a winner. Lord Harrowmont cannot risk his life working with someone of unproven loyalties. If you change your mind, let me know. The proving is this afternoon, and Lord Harrowmont could certainly use you on his side.
I don't want to be on his side, though. I'm just here to see if I can get items. Speak with Dulin when you are ready to fight in Harrowmont's name. Dulin 400 wants you to fight in blah blah blah. Nope. In my last playthrough, I sided with Harrowmont. And now I want to side with Balin.
House Harrowmont is honored to have you here.
I'm honored to take your items and money.
As you like.
Nope. My gear is a lot better. I'm almost full in my inventory. Quite full. Reserve my inventory for better items. Thirsty.
You must be under great strain with the blight upon the land. I will pray to the stone for you.
Your god is a stone?
Greetings, Grey Warden.
Jesus. Let's go back. Yeah, I have 11 viewers, and it's kind of overwhelming. This is the first time that I went above 10 viewers. Thanks for the raid again, man. I really appreciate it.
Orzammar welcomes the Grey Warden. Harrowmont is a weak man, and he will be a weak king. Yes.
Jesus Christ. The other guy did it better. Aren't you paid?
Mine is an honorable task, and I shall drown out anyone who claims otherwise.
You were hesitant.
So, how is
Ancestors watch your path,
the
king? I thought they voted on everything, or something like that.
You mean a democracy? It's a monarchy, dude.
Good
Not
day.
a democracy.
Greetings.
Royal Palace, where the king died. It's up to 13 game. 13 viewers. Now I'm starting to get self-conscious.
Greetings.
Oil guard, noble. What's in here?
Greetings. You won't regret helping our prince, Warden.
Balin. So this is where Balin is.
The prince values your support.
No one enters the prince's estate without an invitation.
How do I get an invitation? Oh yes, his second in command. I need to find him. What's this? Don't be shy, bro. Yes, I'll try my best, Texas. Thank you. What the hell?
You might want to walk softly.
Begin the onslaught.
Alright, he's just running away now. Okay.
By the ancestors.
Good on you, Warden. You caught them in the act. I guess desperate times drive people to strange things.
He looks so cute whenever he runs.
On my way.
Dwarves are so
Thanks
cute.
again, Warden.
Cute enough to be made as means. Perhaps. Yes. Very good.
I'll do it.
This is the kitchen. The pantry. Many of King Endrin's belongings have been rushed into storage, including trophies of his long reign. Among the boxes is a small glass phylactery. Is this poison? The area is naturally cold. Dark shapes swirl around. A slip of paper within the vial. Take the vial. The glass fractures if you touch. Continue. Oh wow.
As you like.
Shame about the face!
Remember, anything not nailed down is with a greater cost. Yes, I don't know what that means.
You will learn to fear me.
Not nailed down.
Just die already!
Not familiar with the term.
Alright.
We have done well.
Nice. Take everything. Oh, okay. That's easier to understand. Perfect.
Of course.
Codex updated. Can't be bothered reading too much. Just love letter. Perfect.
Yes, of course.
I was here, right? Yeah, nothing here. Where to go? Door.
It's done.
So where did Paramount die? It's a hammer. Okay. So could have just went here. That's fine.
On my way.
Nothing to steal. How do I go here? Where do I find this champion? Proving grounds, perhaps? That's the only
I
place
shall.
where I haven't met or been through yet. Let's go. Or Or should I go here first? Yeah, I should go first. What's this? Chamber of Assembly.
I require a moment of silence to take in this magnificent sight.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Where's my god? The shape of it. Let's go to the assembly first. Ah, there we go. This is
right away.
The second command.
Warden,
second command.
It is always a blessing for Orzammar to host you. I am Bartak Gavorn, top advisor to our good Prince Balin. What news do you bring?
I need aid against the Blight. You know who I am? This treaty obliges Orzammar to send troops to the surface. This Prince Balin, Hidden Forender, has asked me to fight in the proving today.
Then I will see you again when you give your concession speech.
Oh no,
Unless
I didn't mean that.
you're here for a better offer. I heard of the troops you seek. Do you wish a new alliance?
Yes. I'll support whoever can get me the troops I need. But I just want you to be ready to lose. What could Balin offer me?
Well, given your relationship with his rival, I don't see why the prince should offer you anything. Perhaps you could prove to Prince Balin your intentions
You
are
guys
just.
are so sly.
If you show you owe Harrimont no fealty, I'm sure Balin would help you.
Fine.
Harrimont has engaged in a campaign of bribery and coercion to ensure that every house serves him. But if a neutral party, a stranger, were to approach certain key members, perhaps with irrefutable evidence of Harrimont's deception, I'm certain my Lord Prince would show his gratitude.
Sure. What kind of evidence?
Harrimont promised the same portion of his estate to two different Deshers, Lady Dace and Lord Helmy. Harrimont can't possibly grant it to both of them, but they won't find out until after the vote is cast. I have copies of the promissory notes Harrimont gave each of them. Once they see those, they should both reconsider their votes.
Find Lady Dace and Lord Helmy right now. I have to think about this. Where did you get the promissory notes? Is this accounting? So there's someone you could report him to? I'll have, find Lady Dace.
Lady Dace doesn't leave the quarter much, but Lord Helmy's adventurous likes to spend his time at Tapster's in the Commons.
Yes.
And just to be clear, all deals are off if you fight that proving for Harrimont.
Of course, of course. Show Lord Helmy and Lady Dace proof of Harrimon's cheating ways. Prince Balin will not give you an audience until you prove yourself trustworthy. Bartag Gavorn has charged you with the task of showing Lord Helmy and Lady Dace promissory notes as evidence of Harrimon's cheating ways. Bartak says Lord Helmy can often be found in Tapsters in the Commons, while Lady Dace seldom leaves the Diamond Quarter. Alright.
Well, have you found Lady Dace and Lord Helmy?
Okay, not yet. I'll do that right now.
Don't.
Is this it? You find
The assembly is in session. Enter quietly if you wish to observe.
Is this the Senate? Assembly
Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke without the service trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Deshers, lords and ladies of the assembly, I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Steward Bannerlord, Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
And I suggest you have a taste of my family's mace.
Enough! The assembly is in recess until the members can regain control of their emotions.
Okay. Recess it is. Alright, just stop with this guy. Quest completed? What quest did I complete? God.
Stone-forsaken fools and dusters. I'm sorry. This is the assembly of the clans. Only Deshers and occasional guests of state are allowed in.
You don't recognize a Grey Warden. I'm a guest of Prince Balin. I'm just observing, paying me no mind. You don't recognize a Grey Warden.
Forgive me. I am so exhausted. I completely forgot about the message from the gate guard. Welcome to Orzammar. I hope you can forgive our unrest. The loss of our king has hit us hard. Respect for your role is great, but you won't receive a proper hearing until we have a king on the throne.
Is there any way I can break the stalemate? So, who has the authority to aid me? The blight is coming.
I must admit, I am at a loss myself. It lies with Prince Balin or Lord Harriman, and they are slow to trust anyone in these uncertain times. I only wish there was more I could do for you.
I see. Okay. The steel. Yes.
I shall.
Heatherstone. There we go. There's a quest here. Dueling.
Do you see how things lie, Warden? Lord Harriman cannot trust you unproven, but he welcomes a good faith gesture.
What did you ask me to do again? The prove and tell me about them. Still haven't decided if I want to help you. Bartag wants me to show people that Harriman is achieved.
That you spoke to him even after our discussion is not reassuring.
Yes.
So have you decided to earn my lord's trust, or will you throw your lot in with the snakes?
They're not snakes. I'd rather give my support to Balin. Still haven't decided if I want to help you.
Do not tarry. Proving starts this afternoon.
I'll let you second guess. Let you second guess. Go to the street. Shaper. So what happens here?
Thief! Who would dare take from the memories?
Not from the memories, but from you.
Orden, I'm outraged. A thief in the Shaper. What have we been reduced to?
Did you get a good look at him?
I did. He was bald, with
Oh,
the most
man.
garish brand across his head. Almost like he took pride in being castless. Imagine.
And bald.
He's probably in the slums somewhere. As if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dust Town. They couldn't know the value.
Jesus Christ.
Excuse me, I can't chat.
Whoa, alright.
I shall.
What about you, Shaper?
When I last walked this hall, Endrin was king and Orzammar was at peace. The memories often speak of the swiftness with which change overtakes us. But it is different to see it firsthand. I apologize, Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts. I am Zebor, the Shaper of Memories.
How do you know who I am, Shaper of Memories?
The Shaperate guards Orzammar's knowledge. We have preserved in Lyrium all of the records of Dwarven history. The memories record all. They are how we know to which family a child owes life, how we trace lost ties. They ensure we forget nothing of our past, good or bad.
Could you look at these promissory papers for me? I would like your permission to open a chantry here. So these are two quests. Let's talk about Orzammar poetry. Let's start with number 1.
These are Harrowmont lands promised here. But these are not the deals we approved at the Shaperate. Where did you get these?
In Lord Harrowmont's personal library. Bartag Navon gave them to me. Lie? Actually lie.
If you wish, you can make your words as false as the documents you bear.
Forged? That I'm not saying. Should leave.
You are an outsider, Warden, but not outside the law. I hope you will not do anything to challenge the stability
That
of
was
Orzammar.
stupid. That was stupid. Should have shown him those papers.
Oh, pardon me. Were you looking for a particular volume? Not that I could really help. I don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research.
What kind of research? Sounds important. Would you require help?
Not exactly, but I'm looking for any birth records from the old Orton Tig. It fell in the last blight, and my mother's family claims to be related. If I'm an Orton, it means I'm noble. I'd have my own house, a seat in the assembly. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads.
I'm a Grey Warden and not afraid of the deep roads. Try to find them. I could look in return for some of that foreign wealth. Yeah.
You're from the surface. What do you know about fighting Darkspawn?
I'm a Grey
There aren't
Warden.
even any expeditions planned until
Could
they
have
settle
done-
this
could
election.
have selected that
Otherwise,
option.
you need special permission from the Assembly or some great lord.
I'm a Grey Warden.
A Grey Warden? Mother always said that if anyone could find the Tig, it was the Wardens. I hear Prince Balin and Lord Harrimont have both been sending out small teams these days. Yes, if you can find the Tig in any records, that could do it. That could prove I'm a noble. If you could. Maybe now that you're looking. It's almost too much to hope.
As long as I get something out of it. Such a bad liar. Oh god. Look. Orzammar politics. All memories. I gotta read the codexes. Loves diligence, search for the true prophet. Before Ariana. Nothing here to click on. Just leave you be. What happened to you?
The prince values your support.
The Lord's Trust. Prince's favor. 80 days till Halloween.
Lord Harrimont is a weak man. And he will be a weak.
There we go. 80 days.
What do you want? Ah, I suppose you're the Grey Warden everyone's talking about.
You might want to look at these papers. How much self-cheating?
Well, this isn't exactly a surface broadsheet. Where did you get these? Never mind. It is true enough, but there's nothing I can do about it. This deal was made on behalf of our entire house. Only my father can revoke it.
Where is he? Well, will you tell me? Does that mean you will change your vote? Where is he?
He is leading a deep roads expedition, trying to secure an ancient Tig. It's unlikely he'll be back before the election, but perhaps this vote is important enough for you to brave the tunnels to tell him? The Dace family would be in your debt.
Yes, I'll go tell him.
Thank you. He was searching an old Idukan site. He left me with this map, in case his expedition never returned.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
give you a pass as well. Usually, no one is allowed past the front lines. Good luck.
You got that. Now to Lord Harmony.
Legion of the Dead sighted battling Darkspawn near Orzammar. They have no orders while thrones stand empty. Make Harrimont
2 years tomorrow. By all the holy sodding ancestors, how can you people just ignore that?
Bronca didn't go alone, Agra. She took the whole house, everybody but you. So just get over to Tapster's and drown yourself already. You know as well as I do that's how this always ends.
You think I'm afraid of some cub warrior who's barely off the teach? Ha! I'll...
You lift a weapon or attack a single citizen in Orzammar, and you're stripped of your caste and exiled. Even you can't have forgotten that. Get out of here before I call a guardsman.
Ooh, so this is going to be my new recruit. Oh, good. Remember when done it. Right. Okay.
So, I've been hearing rumors that a certain wine merchant is falling behind on his payments. I can't imagine what you mean. I pay my expenses. What about the expenses your good friend Jarvia incurs when providing your protection? It's not easy ensuring nothing bad happens, that no one decides to just burn everything in your store. My store! Please, I don't have much.
business isn't good. People are scared. Tell Jarvie I'll get her money.
Jarvie is not happy with your promises, old man. Now let's go inside and see what you've been holding back.
Gotta help this guy.
This is all I have right now. I could get more if I sell something.
Well, well. Looks like we have a visitor. Friend of yours?
Is there a problem here, friend? Are these men threatening you?
Please, don't get involved with this. You don't know what they're like.
Then allow me to make some introductions. These are dangerous times in Orzammar, stranger. Lucky us, the merciful Jarvia is offering protection from the chaos. You're wearing some fancy stuff there. Might make you a target. So if you want the Carta's guarantee of safety, it's yours for the reasonable price of 10 gold sovereigns. Or I can't say what might happen.
No, I'm not gonna pay you, man. You're gonna die. You want to start this? The Carta? That sound like a threat. The Carta?
You really should learn more about the places you visit. The Carta is the foundation of business in Orzammar. It's a commercial venture of like-minded individuals who make money in whatever way suits their talents.
I don't care what you call yourself. Leave this man alone. We're a gang of thieves running a protection racket.
You say protection racket, I say honorable business. You say thief, I say dead elf.
You're a thief. Then better just give me your account.
You can try.
Not really. Cool.
Watch out!
The lights.
No mercy!
Okay.
Why did I bother? Down you go!
A bit more dying, please! Alright, battle it is then!
What have you done? Great ancestors, he's dead! In my store. I have to get out of here. I have to hide. Jarvia will hunt me down for this.
Don't worry, man. What do you know about this Jarvia?
I've never met her, of course. They say she never leaves Dusttown. That's the older area of the city where the casteless congregate. She's the one directing this depravity. Since good King Endrin died, they're getting bolder. I wouldn't be surprised if her men come after me in the Diamond Quarter itself.
Don't worry, I'll take care of her.
Don't even whisper that. She's untouchable. She has a secret base below the city, and they say there's a whole army down there, ready to die for her. Actually, we shouldn't be talking here. I need to run.
Dude, just relax. I mean,
And so I
protect
shall.
you. These aren't really good items. Is there a chest here? No. What should I have done? Should have paid? No! 10 sovereigns. No. I'm gonna pay 10 sovereigns. For that. Yeah, tap the tavern. There, taps your side. Cora. There we go. Tell me.
I wasn't expecting you back. I guess you realize this is about the only fun in Orzammar?
At least Harrowmont is double dealing you in 80 days.
Oh, well, I'd ask for proof, or why you care, but frankly, I'm so tired of it I'm not even surprised anymore. I don't even want the land, but my house would kill me if I turned it down. Responsibilities, you know? Now I'll have to go through the whole process of rejecting the deal. And we'll both have to try something else. And I thought it was going to be a nice day.
So you will switch your vote to Balin. Why vote for Harriman if you didn't want the land?
I actually thought he was the better candidate. You must think I'm pretty soddy naive, huh? They're all the same, well-dressed, blood-sucking cave ticks. I'll have to inform Mother that Lord Harrowmont hasn't bought our vote after all.
Oof. Okay, that went kind of well. Okay, now all I have to do is go to the deep roads. Track down the thief, go to the squatters area here, do the quest. Questing I shall go. Dustin. Where do we go? Here.
Ask me anything.
What do you want, Warden? You're out of your element down here.
I'm looking for a thief who dared steal from the Shaper.
Is that so? What makes you think anyone here would turn this person in? You've walked into a sodding fight, Warden, and I've already passed your stupid tome along. Too bad for you.
Okay, we're gonna go on, guys.
Let's make this quick.
Easy money. Get that guy stuff.
Shall we? I'll do it.
Proving receipt. Quest updated. Keep looking for the thief. The thief didn't have the stolen tome, but the receipt on his body suggests that he may have passed it to someone in the proving grounds. Alright, so I have to go back all the way there. That's fine. How am I supporting? Let me just sell something real quick.
You're back. You got more business for me?
Let me see your wares.
Of course.
Alright, there we go. Plus 12 defense. I think Alistair's shield is a lot more powerful. So journeyman, nope. Too fast, not time twice. There we go. Perfect. The comments. No requests here, right? Or should I go to the slumhouse? Should go there just to check. Just to check. Nadezda.
Well, look at that. It's not often old Nadezda sees a fine-dressed stranger here in Dusttown. Help a poor cripple.
Here's 5 silvers. What about a generous kick in the face? Yes, you can. Can be generous.
Well, thank you truly, my lord. That's right good of you. It takes a stranger to notice how bad things are, huh? No dwarf would lift a sodding finger. Excuse my language. What takes you out of the diamond quarter, stranger? You got a vice you're looking for old Nadezda to fill?
Oh no. Where's the body go to get drunk around here? Tell me about Dusttown.
It's pretty much as you see it. The raw stone where the casteless live, because we're not welcome elsewhere. You're born to wear a branded face in Orzammar, and you'll live your life in Dusttown.
Okay, what do you mean by brand?
It means you don't exist. It tells everyone who sees you not to work with you, not to serve you, and not to care if you're hurt.
Whoa.
The Deep Lords burn it into us the day we're born, so no one accidentally oversteps her place.
Let's see. You guys should rebel, you know. Get going.
I'll just stay out of your way then.
This is the time where you guys should just revolt.
Your clothes are so fancy. Did you get them topside?
asking you questions here. And Banana, pleased to meet you.
My ma'am used to say they don't got no stone to protect them topside. If I go up there, I'm gonna fall into the sky.
You just have to hold on real tight with your feet. She was right, better not go up there. No, that doesn't happen.
Yes. When my doll left, he never came back. Who's to say he didn't fall up, eh?
Aw, for you.
Don't fall into the sky when you go back up there.
Sure, man, sure. Poor dude. Okay, so this is where it is. Small socket. Through the slot. Nothing. I think this is the way to go. Is there anything here? Anything new?
Yes, of course.
Check that. Didn't want it. Not this as well. So I have to keep talking to this girl. Maybe something will happen. Who knows?
Didn't get enough of the architectural beauty of Dust Town?
How did you get crippled?
I'd say it was an accident to try to get some sympathy coin, but you look like you'd rather hear the truth. I was running protection for the Carta when some guardsmen caught me. Duster I was with had coin for a bribe, but I took a stand. Guardsmen broke my sodding kneecaps and had me kneel in dung until the infection set in. Never healed proper.
That's sad. What's a card?
Well, now I know you're not from here. The Carta's who runs Dust Town. Jarvia's got her boys everywhere. They tell you, and you jump, because they're the only ones with the coin and the steel to get whatever they want.
Sorry to hear that.
I'll just stay out of your way then.
That's good info. That way we know. Going to the proving grounds now. The shape rate. I forgot about asking that for the shape rate. Let's go to the proving grounds first then.
You truly do not believe in any sort of higher power?
It has been bothering you, I see. No, I do not. Must I?
What do you believe happens to you after you die, then? Nothing?
I do not go to sit by the Maker's side, if that's what you mean.
Only those who are worthy are brought to the Maker's side. So many other sad souls are left to wander in the void, hopeless and forever lost.
And what evidence of this have you? I see only spirits, no wandering ghosts of wicked disbelievers.
It must be so sad to look forward to nothing, to feel no love and seek no reward in the afterlife.
Yes, the anguish tears at me so. You have seen through me to my sad, sad core.
Now you're simply mocking me.
You notice? It appears your perceptive powers know no bounds.
Jesus.
Ah, the highlight of underground existence, I take it.
Which I can understand. It's hard. Proving master. Always more guard. I guess I have to talk about that other dwarf so that I can recruit him. Fixer ready. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, huh? Who talked to me?
This is a private area. Combatants only.
Oh, okay. This isn't the area to talk to anyone.
Go away. I don't talk to admirers until after the fight.
Whoa, admirer? Nope. Far from it, man. Basil.
If you're looking for seats, speak with a guardsman.
Whoa. And just nobody to them, of course. Caution.
Do not disturb me. I must meditate before my fight.
Alright, meditate. I'm holding down. He's behind, right? He's in the back there.
That's it! Fallen!
And so I shall.
Avoiding the features through without that quest. My level up slow.
It's done.
This deal was all their making, Warden. Technically, I haven't done anything wrong. We have no business. Unless you want to make a few coins. Not that I'm suggesting anything. But you're holding the prize now.
Don't care who you get the shape where you're coming from. You know what? I'll take the deal. Should shut you down hard. You don't know who. Okay.
I have a collector in mind. Who actually sells the item doesn't matter. It's your call. As always, I let people make their own decisions.
Shut you down hard.
Yes, well, I'll keep my nose clean until you're long gone. How about that? I'm just a businessman. I merely exploit opportunities. I won't get in your way.
Alright. Lord Darviana Wong.
You looking at something?
Who's this one?
I shall.
Get out of here!
Whoa. What's this? Proving arms.
Fine to see you here, Warden. A number of people have told me they hope to see you in the provings. It's a rare opportunity to fight against someone so exotically trained. In fact, if you were hoping you'd take part in some informal action.
I'm game. What do you have in mind? Formal, you mean illegal?
Assembly restricted, not illegal. All that ritual lets nobles rationalize it's not a blood sport. They don't like commoners using the arena for petty squabbles. Some of us prefer an honest spectacle. And sometimes someone needs a good beating, and all that talking gets in the way.
I'm good.
Say the word and I'll line up a team from one of the younger houses. They don't often get a chance to test themselves in the provings. They're a hungry bunch who employ unusual tactics. Understand that there's no concern for fairness here. Your battles will be hard won.
Alright. Who am I facing, and will they get
The younger houses are interested in unorthodox tactics. Many hire mercenaries to augment traditional strengths. Anything goes is a fair description. We give small payouts, maybe a bonus from time to time, but this isn't about money. It's about skill and the chance to show it.
Set me up with a team battle. Yep.
We've got some young fighters ready to go. This will be difficult, I assure you.
Okay. So there's a blood move. You didn't say anything about the blood move. Jesus. I haven't even leveled up yet. They're doing any damage. Yeah, okay, I'm almost dead. Just run around till
Your
they're
time
dead.
to die!
Okay.
As you like. You should run while you can.
And this guy's left. And we're gonna die there.
Good job, Warden. You've earned a portion of the receipts. Let me know if you want to go again.
Come back for some action.
I'll be here.
12 silver for that. You guys are cheap. Very cheap.
I am yours.
You need me?
Arcane Warrior. Yep. Get that. To another level. What should I level up? Bonus to mana regen. Okay. What's something that I can use for myself? Spell shield. Well, man, I guess defeat it very easily, you know? Maybe it can be a healer? No, I don't feel like being a healer. Maybe it's good enough. Yeah, support buff. Let's do it. Any other things here?
It's done.
Stuff. Who are you?
I'll do it.
Find a woman who don't care green and send the hand of the Grey Warrior.
Don't take it personally. Hana-shan's a member of the Silent Sisters. She doesn't talk to anyone.
Or go find a more friendly reception elsewhere. What are the Silent Sisters? Who are you? What are the Silent Sisters?
They're an order of female warriors, founded by Astith the Grey, a woman of the warrior caste who first fought for women's right to be soldiers. When no one listened to her words, Astith cut out her tongue and dedicated herself to training until she won a grand proving bare-handed. The women who joined her order cut out their tongues in her honor.
Dang. Whose side are you two on?
The Silent Sisters support the sitting king. They are loyal servants to the Idukans.
They both are effort strong. You should consider being called king. Maybe I'm on my own side.
Then you have lost. Even in the ring, every man and woman brings an army if people support them. But she who fights without cause is only training.
Alright then. I'll expect to see you guys later. Do I still fight? Or just do quests? I'll just do quests first. Some quests. Yes, and speak to Aldrin. Definitely speak to Aldrin. Alright. There we go. Capture staff. Where are you, Aldrin? There we go.
What do you want? Hey, I heard about you. Grey Warden, coming from the surface. Great crisis in the world. Someone saw you talking to Vartag Gavorn, and now it's all over that you've been doing dirty errands for Balin. I figured you'd be the one, you know, who could help me find Branka. But I guess you're just like all the rest.
All the rest of whom? My only concern is racing islands against the Blight. Should I know you or this Branka?
You don't need a king to face a blight. You need a paragon. The Assembly elects them, but they're higher than the Assembly. They become nobles, but they're more than anyone born to a house. They're what every dwarf with a spine not made of soap dreams of being.
And this brown guy is one of them, including you?
Aye, of course. Being a paragon would be a dusted sight better than this. Why do you care what I want? Nobody cares about what I want. Your boss trying to butter me up or what? If you want the secrets of a paragon, do the work and find her.
Is that what Bronca is? She's the paragon?
City's only living paragon, and she's been lost in the deep roads for 2 years. 2 years, and no one's raised a bleeding army to go look for her. Why do you care, huh? You looking to uncover all her secrets? Is that what Balin wants? I know he's been poking around, trying to find things out about her, what she was looking for. Won't tell me spit, though. He wants it for himself, right? A little blessing from the ancients' technology, and he's assured the throne. Is that it?
Why are you talking about what technology? Like, I genuinely want to help you. This sounds personal for you. What technology?
You are looking for it. Of course, that's all anyone cares about. Well, sod off and sod your mother, too. I need a bleeding drink.
So that means
you keep on your errands. Until your boss really commits to looking, you're getting nothing but smoke out of old Ogren.
Jesus, Ogren.
Sod off, Duster.
Jesus. So does this mean I'm not able to make him as one of my companions? Should have chosen a different dialogue option, but that's fine. That's fine. The main party is Alistair, Morrigan, and Liliana, so that's fine. Let's go back to... Should I go back? Yeah, should just go back for now. Deep roads. And a shapery, yeah. Shapery and then deep roads. Diamond water. Determination.
Of the hour. Is Lord Balin... News of the hour. Does Lord Haramon think that Orzammar can hold off the dwarves forever? The Assembly demands an answer.
You found it. Warden, you have my gratitude. Dude, you're a bright spot in an otherwise dark time.
Did you get anything?
At least someone is willing to stand up for
I
tradition.
didn't get anything?
Thank you again.
Jesus, should have just sold it then.
Ah, you return, Warden. Is there more you would know from Orzammar's memories?
Without your permission to open a champion here.
That is an odd request, especially for one so new to our city.
Come on behalf of Brother Virgo, a cleric. One of Orzammar's own has returned to spread the chant. That's only because it's the right thing to do.
I thought so. This is not the first time he's made this plea. My answer to Brother Burkle hasn't changed. So I ask you the same. On what basis would you have me insult the ancestors and overturn 2,000 years of tradition?
The Chantry's cherries could greatly aid Orzammar. Persuade, what harm would it do to let them preach? Intimidate, would you rather wait for a human army to convert you? But a chant must be sung from all corners of the world. Cunning. And cunning is not that high, but that's right.
Brother Burkle said as much. But Orzammar is more than capable of caring for its own.
Persuade, what harm would it do to let them preach?
Wherever this chantry has spread among humans, it replaced all beliefs preceding it. Were we to let these preachers into Orzammar, how long before the ancestors stop hearing the voices praising them?
But the chant must be sung from all corners of the world. No, I'm not really that. I'm not a religious fanatic or whatsoever. I'm not that pious. Intimidate would be bad. We'll try one first.
So far, the world has done quite well without your maker. I am in no hurry to change that. Now, if there's nothing else.
Intimidate.
If you are trying to threaten Orzammar from inside its own walls, you are sadly lacking in any understanding of tactics. I am the man to ask if you wish to access the memories of the ancestors. You are an outsider, Warden, but not outside the law.
What do I do first, though? How do I convince him? How do I convince him?
Ah, you return, Warden. Ask, and I shall do my best to answer.
How did the caste system come to be?
According to our legends, 7 brothers founded our empire. The youngest, Bloadlik, was the wisest and was chosen king. His children formed the noble caste. The eldest, Gyatchet, trained his sons to defend their king. They became the warrior caste. Jatgyar founded the artisans. Orzatjar forged our first swords. It was Orzammar who dug the mines that became our city's foundations. The twins Koapar and Noct both founded trading houses, but Noct was wounded in battle. On his recovery, he swore to serve his brother's sons.
What about the casteless?
The casteless descend from criminals and those repudiated by their own families, or who chose to go to the surface and live by human laws. They have no ancestors to guide them and no families to claim them. They should not have been born. Their parents defied their shame and brought cursed children into the world. It's better they die young.
It seems easy for you to dismiss them. You can't talk to someone who thinks that.
Their births are not recorded in the memories. In Orzammar, they do not exist. Is there something more pleasant you wish to discuss?
What's the difference between an ancestor and a paragon? Tell me some of Orzammar's history. Let's go back to my first question. And what's the difference between an ancestor
All
and a paragon?
dwarves who die return to the stone as ancestors, to guide their families forever. But only one every few generations rises to paragon. A paragon is a dwarf whose accomplishments change Orzammar so much that the Assembly recognizes they've been born blessed. They are venerated as living ancestors and found a new noble house forever bearing their name.
And that is what Branka was.
Branka is a paragon, now and into death. She was born a smith, but her inventions caught the Assembly's eye. Before she had seen 20 years, she created a smokeless coal. It could burn in a cave without vents and no one would choke from it. It earned her paragon status.
Wow, that's actually convenient.
Your presence here has been recorded in the memories. I wish I knew what significance it has.
Jesus Christ. I'll give you significance later. Trying to tell me it's significant. Time to go to the deep roads. Let's go to the Royal Palace first. Where did I find Balin's Advisor. I think it was in the assembly. I'll go here. Talk to Galen second in command. There you are.
Well, have you found Lady Dace and Lord Helmy?
Talk to the chief and Mary's. These speakers are forged. Only Lady Dace's father can change the vote and he's away.
Now that's a conundrum. But if I recall, I asked you to change her. Either help or not. It's a small difference to Prince Balin, but it might be quite a large one for you.
Alright then.
Well, have you found Lady Dace and Lord... Forged? Well, naturally they're forged. There is no legal way for Harrowman to sell the same land twice over, is there?
Tell me where you really got these.
I didn't ask you to find out the paper's history. What I recall asking was whether you would prove your loyalty to Balin. These forgeries reflect badly.
I still support you guys.
So unless you care about his reputation, I can't say I see your concern. Now, where does your allegiance lie?
It's with Balin. Can't lie, just secure Balin. Going to take my chances with Lord Harrowman. That's your Balin.
Good. Now prove it. And don't come back again until you do.
Just stick with that option. Time to venture off to
the Legion of the Dead Warriors secretly wear Prince Balin's colors. News of the hour. Support Lord Balin at your peril. Evidence suggests Lord Balin considering widespread military ground.
I need an army to fight the Darkspawn, so yeah, we're supporting Balin.
This no doubt leads out to the deep roads, the ancient passages that once led to the other dwarven kingdoms.
I'll do it.
What's this? An elf? I'm sorry, but I cannot allow you past the front lines without Adesha's permission.
I do.
And I've heard nothing of any new patrols scheduled to leave today.
What I'm doing here is none of your business. I'm on business for Balin. I have to find Lord Dace. Looking for Lord Dace's patrol. Can you let me pass? Or do you need patrols? I'm on business for Balin.
I see you have his daughter's seal, so I will not stop you. But be careful. Just because the beasts have pulled back from Orzammar doesn't mean there are any fewer in the deep roads. Either we finally have the edge, which I doubt, or the beasts are building up numbers for the next attack.
Wow, we can think. Rallying, sure. Our Darkspawn your own danger in these tunnels. What do you know about Paragon Branca? Actually, they've made their move on the surface.
The surface? But I thought the vermin never went up that far except
during blights. Ancestors save us if that's what's happening.
What do you know about Paragon Branca? Are Darkspawn the only danger in these tunnels?
Of course not. Down here, you're bound to run into giant spiders, deep stalkers, and other vermin.
Okay, deep stalkers.
Ugly beasts they are. Walk on two legs, but they have the head of a worm and hunt in packs. Watch out. They're not afraid to take on a group their own size.
That's dangerous. Are there no dwarves past this point?
A few outposts. Legion of the Dead, mostly. Fools that they are. Some scavenger types, too. It's an independent company of soldiers. They accept no command but their own. Anyone who can bear arms can join, no matter his crimes, or sanity. They hold a funeral when they join, and swear their only goal is a glorious death.
Wow.
Best of luck.
18 can play. I remember this map. Not what's going to happen. What happens here? Oh, I remember back in high school when I played this game. I used to be scared here venturing out in the mines. Right now, I still have that kind of feeling. Yeah, focus on me. Healer, so oh god, Morgan, forgot about you.
It's your time to die!
Alright. Liliana, do your magic.
I'm here. It's done.
Nope.
I shall.
Bag of limbs. New codex asunder. The ritual was very specific, as such things probably should be. Torso, head, and limbs spread amongst the link roads to prevent the creature from returning. Looks like they died during the cutting, but we can fulfill the last part in their stead. Steed. I'm not familiar with Elven ritual, why would I be? But it seems pretty straightforward. Shape for axes. Never even saw the thing, but a sword would take care of it. Saw it in this bag of legs. Huh.
Cross me and you shall
Oh god.
Let's make this quick!
Something on your mind?
Go up, just go down, go up. There's a lot of enemies. Oh, never mind. It's blocked. Forgot. Forgetting. So this one is another. Let's go this way first. Oh, there's a velociraptor.
I'll do it. I never liked this part.
Okay. So these are the ones with heads like worms. Okay. Now CC more of them.
I'll try to be merciful. Let's end this.
You good?
Off I go.
Who's this? Oh, okay. Please.
I never liked this part. Watch out! You forced our hands. Another
Alright, stop.
Careful. I don't think that's the last of them.
Don't look now, but... Well, look now.
Here comes trouble! No mercy! Defend yourself!
You ready to talk?
You pulled us from a tight spot, friend. You have my gratitude. I am Lord Anwar Dace. So how does an elf come to be down here anyway?
Look at these papers. Lord Harriman is trying to cheat your family. Tell your daughter not to work for Lord Harriman.
I don't understand. What could...
These are the terms of a deal we made with Lord Harriman, but... the charlatan. He's promised the exact same land to Helmi. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I owe you twice now. My life and my house's fortune.
But you tell your daughter not to work for Lord Harriman.
I should not discuss such things, but it is definitely troubling. I don't think I could in good conscience support such a man. I must return now. My men need healing and I want to look into this. You wish to travel with us?
Yes, looks like passage from this area is limited. Sure, safety numbers, right?
And let us reach Orzammar before more beasts find our scent.
See what happens with this quest. What happens right now? Hopefully something good happens this time. Together the dwarves. We already have the humans and the elves. It's my allies. And the mages. We have spoken with both Lord Helmi and Lady Daves and convinced them that Haramond is not to be trusted. It is time to return to Vartag in the Chamber of Assembly to see if any progress has been made. Alright.
Hey.
Ooh, 20 dead dogs. You got this from stealing. Okay.
Thank you for your service.
No problem, man. Thank you for your dagger and silver.
Lord Haramont is a weak man, and he will be a weak king. Yes.
Royal Palace. Nope. It's here.
Well, I hear there were a few angry messengers sent to the Haramont estate a moment ago. So you were serious about wanting to help us. Are you ready to meet Balin now?
Yep. Of course, it sounds so charming.
I'm going to assume that wasn't sarcasm.
Oh.
I warn you, be on your best behavior, and keep your weapons sheathed.
I am impressed, Warden. Not many outsiders so quickly grasp Orzamar's rather convoluted politics. I am Prince Balin. Vartag told me of your efforts against the usurper who tried to claim my father's throne.
All I care about is getting troops to face the blight, but aren't dwarven kings selected? I heard you're the one King Endrin didn't want ruling. I take it you're not too fond of Haramond. All I care about is getting troops to face the blight.
Then we have a common goal. We may not like each other, but the Blight is our first priority. We need absolute unity to fight against the fulcrum of true evil.
Yeah. Send your men and we'll leave for the surface today. Then you'll honor your agreement with the Wardens. There will be time for politics when the Darkspawn are gone. I don't think he's going to send any of his men without him becoming king first. So, let's go with number 2.
Absolutely. And sworn on the mail of my ancestors as soon as Orzammar is united under my rule. Unfortunately, while this debate rages, I have no power to send the troops you need. You've seen for yourself, the city is a slaughterhouse. Criminals run lawless. I could never hold the throne if I allowed such chaos.
True that. Maybe I can do something about that. How can I help you take the throne?
You have struck a blow against Haramont already, and I thank you for that. But there is another faction in play here. Have you heard of a woman named Jarvia and the Carta of Criminals she runs?
Again, of Castles, yes. I heard they're arriving late for the guardsmen. Again, of Castles.
They know Orzammar is divided now and has no time for them. It's made them bold. If I show the city I can eliminate such a threat, well, let's just say my position would be stronger.
What if I took them out for you, and let me guess you want my help? Just point me at them and your trouble's over. Haven't you been able to take her out before? Just point me
Your
at
eagerness is charming. If you can do as you say, you will have the troops you need the moment I take the throne. Unfortunately, I have little information on Jarvia. Her base of power is in Dust Town, the lowest part of the city, and my men have few sources there. Maybe the castless will talk more freely with a stranger.
I'll go look for her right now.
And I will wait eagerly for your return.
Yeah. We're almost there.
Okay. Have you accomplished what I asked?
Jesus Christ. No, not yet.
I wouldn't.
Time to go. Anything here to steal? No. Balin kill his father, or was it Harmont? Who knows? Would the son kill his father to become king? Yeah. There are any items here? Nothing here to click on. Just a regular bedroom. Ambassador seat. Nothing here, I guess. Except for this chest. Maybe I can finally talk to Alvin now. Yeah. So this is the exit. And this is the king's room. Here, let's go down, maybe. And talk to him.
I'll do it.
Please be quiet. My patient needs a rest. Fools and their politics. Poison was probably imported as a king killer, and she got dosed by mistake. Never seen anything this potent.
Well.
Warden, I don't know. Maybe you've seen something like this on the surface. Maybe you've used something like it.
Well.
If you can chase these things down, I'll thank you. But I won't get my hopes up. The stone will take her soon.
Exotic necklace.
On my way.
Maybe she knows who gave the poison. Are you able to cure her? Who knows? Let's go back. Clear the diamond card.
It's done.
Taking some time to load. Where are the other quests here? Exotic necklace. A herbalist in the royal palace gave you a recipe for a dwarven herbicide antidote. This Balin wants you to eliminate the leader of the criminal card at Jarvia, and no one knows where Jarvia's hideout is, but you should be able to find clues to the whereabouts of the dust now. What recipe? Recipe.
All be aware that the Grey Wardens have aligned with Lord Balin. Be not afraid.
Yes, don't be afraid.
Thank you for your service.
News of the hour. Lord Balin proven to be working with surfacers. Dedication to dwarven values question.
Really? And,
You have come at a difficult time. Orzamar.
Can you believe it? Ogren's barely even warrior caste anymore, and he just clomps in here like he's entitled.
you know, right? You should leave before you start complaining about me too. What do you mean barely warrior cast? Who is Ogren?
Ogren's a drunken wretch. He comes up here 2-3 times a week, hounding people to lead some suicidal rescue mission after Branca. Gets quite violent about it. I'd be scared if they hadn't practically gelded him after he killed young Lord Mino.
You should leave before you start complaining about me too. What happened? What do you mean gelded him? Is that what you two were arguing about? Branca's been lost for 2 years. She is most likely dead. What do you mean gelded him?
Well, he killed Lord Mino's youngest son in a duel to first blood. It was a huge scandal. Ogren should have been executed, but he'd won honors in the deep roads. Instead, they stripped him of all weapons and forbid him from engaging in fights within city limits. If he breaks the decree, he'll be exiled.
I see. Why does Ogren care so much about Branca?
She's still his wife, isn't she? Even if she took their entire house into the deep roads and abandoned him.
Branca was married to the drunk? Is that what you two were arguing about Branca?
Well, before she was a paragon, she was just a smith, and Ogren was one of the best warriors of his generation.
Why did Branca go into the deep roads?
Chasing some old treasure. She was quite secretive, outright rude, really. She said she never asked to found a house, that she didn't care about politics, and that we were too self-absorbed to defeat the Darkspawn. She actually threatened anyone who said they'd come after her.
Okay. Get going.
If you see any guardsmen, tell them Ogren was at it again.
Really? You got yourself, right? More about
I knew I should have stuck to common nugs. I've gone and lost them too. I'll never find them the way they skitter.
Common nugs? I don't like those. They look dirty.
No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dusttown. Guess I'm shutting it down.
What are nugs?
Gotta boil them before roasting, but otherwise no, safe as sand. Some people swear they make good pets. May as well leash a turnip, I say. Good on you, stranger. Only need one to turn this around.
Lost nug. Chicken nuggets? I don't know what the nug is. Well, I saw that.
I'm only asking because you never know who's going to get hungry.
Are you alright?
Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Most people don't anymore. Oh, maybe they're too polite to mention it. I had a little incident a few years back. Too much time with raw lyrium ore, you know. Maybe it was a bad thing. I cut myself and the dust got straight in the blood. Since then, it's been a little hard for me to concentrate. Except when forging. Then I'm straight as an arrow. Best work I've ever seen. Look around the shop. See for yourself.
Thanks, I will. Something more. Alright, thank you for your time, Adam. Yeah, thank you so much. Yep, I need it. This is a very long quest to get the dwarves on my side. frozen land. No ice. Okay. Nug. Okay, so this was a nug. Looks like a rabbit.
Go on, I'm out of the nut game. Got nothing to sell.
Got a nug for you here.
Saraka, I'm back in the game, such as it is. I don't have much besides gratitude, but find a bunch more of these and I'll toss you whatever I found.
Okay, just silver, I guess. That's making easy money, I guess. Paramount Fanatic. Okay, there's going to be a battle here.
Balin has corrupted the warden.
100%.
End it for Harriman.
Watch out!
I am your doctor! You cannot win! You forced our hand! Let's make this quick!
So it's waiting to cast speed.
So I shall.
All right, let's go!
As you desire.
Fools!
All right.
Let's make this quick!
Okay.
Delighted.
I see.
Fire crystal. There you go. Steal something from the colony. Nothing. Maybe we can get Olin back. Who knows? Who knows?
Did you need something else, Warden? Certainly, Warden.
Olin,
Sod off, Duster.
okay, steal this amount. Where did it go? We talked to her.
Didn't get enough of the architectural beauty of Dust Town?
Then
You need
came out
old
of fire.
Nadezda to
Do you
play
know a
tour
woman
guide?
named Jarvia?
Know her. I used to run with her.
Really?
Jarvia took over the Carta not more than a year ago, and already she's got every duster with both legs bearing swords for her.
Where could I find her?
Won't be easy. She's gotten real careful since Barat died. Real paranoid. She's got Carta members all carrying these fingerbone tokens. She scratches some mark into them so she'll know they came from her. There's doors to her base all over the city, but only one is ever open at a time. And if you show up without a token, you'd never know it was there.
Cool. Where do I find one of these?
Can't help you there, Salraka. The Carta members keep them real tight. But that's worth something, right? Maybe just a little.
Before I get out of this way, I can't get any Jarvia books or anything. I'll give you time so I take care.
I'll think of you when I go to bed with a full stomach.
I invested my money properly. Underneath Dust Town. Obtain a fingerbone token used to gain an entrance to Jarvia's hideout. Where do I get a fingerbone?
Well, how can I be of assistance?
Can I find
You
Jarvia?
can't. Her base has entrances all over the low. Well, if you want...
Fine, fine. So this is the place, but where do I get the token? Maybe here? Nope. Right here?
Well, look what we have here. Jarvia said you were looking for trouble. Congratulations. You found it.
Perfect. Give me the token, and everyone will die fast.
Direct me!
Watch out.
Don't kill me! Sorry ancestors. What do they teach you on the surface? You fight like a bleeding archdemon. Sweet bloody stone, look at them all.
Tell me how to find Jarvia when you join them. Tell me where your base is. Why did you attack me?
Jarvia said you've been asking about. Don't look at me like that. I got a kid. I got no other way to bring in coin.
Tell me how to find Jarvia or you join your friends.
No! Jarvia will kill me if I tell you. I might as well die fighting.
Alright, then. Die fighting it is.
The light. And so I shall.
I should like to...
Right, man.
Try to be merciful.
Because adding more willpower for
Now we can have our party. You should have
Wonderful! Suits you.
There we go. We got one token. That's what I needed. Just what I needed. Let's see the game real quick. Let me see. Suspicious door. Continue. Look through the slot. Put finger bone token in the slot. Continue. Suspicious door. Fire door.
What's the password?
Melon rules forever. Apparently sucks. Loser eggs. You don't know. Wait, you don't have your dice, bro. What rules forever? Uh-oh. Bell rules forever. I don't know. No, wait, remember. Dice.
Looks like we have a martyr, boys.
Mario rules.
I spit violence. Sometimes.
Let's grab some
All right.
Kunari. There's a Kunari here.
All the noise and bother.
Okay.
Trap right ahead.
There's a trap. Don't go. You saw the trap and you still went ahead. Jesus Christ, Mariano.
So I shall.
You should do what you can.
Let's have it!
Let us end this! Back! I never liked this. Oh, this should be good.
Of course.
Battle is there. No mercy. Another battle.
Let's shed some blood.
Still enemies. That's it. What? Are you in the hell? Why are you there? How did you get here? Jesus.
I shall do it.
What now?
Oh god.
All right.
Now we can
Oh no. Swing down.
Be careful!
So I shall.
There we go.
Send them back! Let's make this quick! Defend yourself!
Now I can level up. Or not yet. Okay. Finally.
On my way.
And this bit. Yeah, for armor. Yearly engagements as well. Survival. Weapons. We're no longer in archer though. Automatic backstabs. Yeah. Scooby. Sorry, but no. I gotta take it.
I'll do it.
Go up. Here, go up. Okay. How did the Kunari make me get here?
Is that all you've got? What a day. Another battle, I
A bit more time, please. Here we go.
Your time to die.
As you desire. All right.
Tactical RPG. Was it a good idea to side with Balin? Balin and Yeah. Yes, the army. Mage. Cloud assassin. That's good. Good.
Too easy. Let's make this quick. Enough.
Now this should be amusing.
I never liked this part. Let's end this. Glorious again.
Perfect.
On my way.
So much crowd control. And this room. I'll clear this room first. That's fun.
I'll try to be merciful. I shall. You will learn to fear me.
You did it.
Yes, of course.
Should go straight first.
Right away. Trap right ahead.
Bad. Control system.
Battle it is then.
No, don't do that to me. I'm glad.
Let's make this quick. I am your neck.
Alright, level up yet again. More power, more stamina. But let's get this thing to 40. Movement. There we go.
Done.
So this is the army. Time to move.
Trap right ahead.
Nope. This place.
Trap right ahead.
Stranger, let me out. I see you bear no love for
Help
me.
I didn't miss that.
Right away.
Dude. Why was he here not here? Strange. Why were there a lot of guys guarding him? Mystery.
Thank you. We've been down here. It's been so long. My friend didn't make it. Just stopped eating one day, and all for a stupid bet.
Rest in peace. He's the same guy. This is good. What do we do now?
Push them back! It's your time to die!
That's a lot of damage.
Watch
Good
out!
damage.
Here comes trouble!
Good God. Maybe next time to take that.
So I shall.
Right away.
Oh, these guys are paid well. Very good. Use better armor? No. Increase her stamina. Or mana. True.
Trap right ahead. I never liked this part.
Very fair.
I am not dead. Run while you can. Begin the onslaught.
What? Sell this. What the beast?
It's done.
planning on playing Overwatch in a bit. But I need to take a break.
Enemy ahead. Watch out.
It's time. Because there's that heavy move. Okay. Nope.
What's this?
Please stop shooting.
Flashes like a well done, I said. Well done.
Almost died, but what do you mean by easy? There you go.
I'll do it.
What are these for? Oh no, but they're damaging me. Nothing for it here. Okay, enemies there. Start here. What's inside door number 2? Oh, spiders.
Right away.
That scared me. Sounds so loud. There we go. There we go. I'm going to go straight here. Or go up. Yeah, let's go up first. Then go straight. How did you get a lot of injuries? From looting those items?
Hey.
That's weird. And one of these left open door. We're going to these guys. Go back to the
I tried to be merciful. You will
And so I shall.
Next time. Oh, that's a nut. How did it get there? Oh, there. Steel? Let me see first.
It's done.
18. Where do I find the key there? Everyone here is tuned. Where's the jammer? Is the jammer here? How do I open those up? Need to find where the key is. Did I miss it along the way? No, this is here. I'm not sure.
So Balin finally realized his throne means nothing if he can't hold it, yet he still doesn't bother to send his own men. Well, you picked the wrong side, stranger. It doesn't matter who's king, as long as there's a queen.
You don't have to fight, just want to talk.
Hardly convincing when your blades are covered in my men's blood.
Okay.
Kill them! But leave the mouthy one alive. I have plans for him.
Really?
Enemy ahead.
Watch out.
Right ahead.
Yeah, that's smart. You probably missed. Or not.
I am your death.
Is that suicide? I do that all day, baby.
Your time to die. To me, I need help.
He got found so fast. How does that mean I know you're gonna die?
Damn it! I hate this fight.
I'm going to wear your
great pretty teeth around my wrist. Here comes trouble.
And so I shall.
Man,
I spend violence in this fire. Sometimes.
Quest updated. You have killed Jarvan and wiped out most of the Carters. Return to Prince Balin and tell him the good news. Yes, definitely.
Of course.
Good news. Where can I get the jammer's key though? Carter key, I think this is it. Pushback strikers. No. These items are not that good.
As you like. On my way.
There we go.
As you like.
Oh gosh. Another trap yet again. Spike them all.
I shall.
Where's the gems? You can see again. I have a feeling I'm going to disconnect. Or not. Love letter finally. I'm almost done with the quests regarding love letters. Gangster shop. Let me try opening those. Those things.
I shall.
Here. Maybe I can access them. Maybe. Yep, no. Who's jamming, man? Did I miss a quest? Oh. Card that says. What's this? Figure it out. Having FPS drops here. Save first. Dwarven Kingdom, come past Tollgate Day. So we're done with that quest. Just turn something off here real quick. Oh. Be right back, just be. Alright, thanks for reading. I'm back. Finally. Okay. What's this?
Ah! By all the beards of my ancestors! How did you... Where did you come from? You made a hole in my wall!
You have anything to do with the card, I guess you should get it fixed.
No! I don't have anything to do with them! They're criminals! When they built this part of the city, they must have built over some tunnels. I swear I had no idea. Oh, just leave me alone. I don't want anything to do with this. And if anyone comes asking, I'm gonna tell them you did it. You again. Here to buy something, or were you just thinking of wrecking another part of my shop?
You have a daughter named Dagner.
Has she been bothering you? It's a whiff of surface stick, and she's like a cave tick. Won't let go.
No, she hasn't been any bother. She wants to become a mage. I'd like to help her study the
Do you
mages.
even know what that means? If Dagna goes to the surface, she forfeits her caste. She'll never be able to marry or work in Orzammar again.
She doesn't like
Dwarves don't
tradition.
do magic. Dagna knows that. It's just a childhood fantasy that dies hard. Please, if you see her, send her back and let me talk some sense into her.
Nope. I'm
You
gonna buy
again.
something.
Here to buy something, or were you just thinking of wrecking another part of my shop? Of course.
The price is higher because of how I wreck your shop. So those guys can eavesdrop very easily. Very easy. Nope. Alright. So I'm done with that. Who's jamming? Okay. Didn't remember this being open.
You're back? But it takes 2 weeks and 4 days
Why do I get the feeling charting routes to the Circle Tower is one of her favorite hobbies?
I'm guessing you haven't left yet.
I'm already there.
I'll be...
Yes, alive. So I defeated Charlie. So what now? Yeah. Go back to Prince. Wait, maybe he's here. So I got rid of Charlie. No. He's not. So griffins do exist. Orzammar guard, where they go back to him.
Grey Wardens endorse anarchy in Orzammar.
I shall.
No, they don't. So
Lord Haramond and his stand for true Dwarven value. Grey Wardens present in Orzammar. Endorsement of Lord Balin, a clear statement against the backward policies of Lord Haramond. Prince Balin.
The Prince appreciates your service.
Of course. Appreciate your
Well, you've simply outdone yourself. They're talking all over the city about how someone finally went through Dusttown and slaughtered the Carta like genlocks.
Princes that my own choice wasn't fair for me. They deserve to die for their crimes. I did what you asked. Do you have my
Not
troops?
yet. Killing Jarvia brought me greater favor. But to truly displace Haramond, we'll need something dramatic enough to end the debate forever. What do you know of the Paragon Bronco?
Okay. She disappeared in deep roads. Just a name, really. Who?
She is the only Paragon in 4 generations, and she turned her back on her responsibilities. A Paragon is like an ancestor born in this time. If she returned, her vote would outweigh the entire assembly. Anyone with her support could take the throne unchallenged.
So you hope to bring her back to endorse you for king. What makes you think Branka's still alive? You think she would support this too? What makes you think Branka's
She had an
strong?
entire house with her, dedicated to her protection. With the number of ruins still intact, they could last for a long time. And Harrowmont is looking as well. It's too risky to assume she's dead only to have him take credit for finding her.
Do you think she would support
I
this
was
king?
hoping you could use your legendary charm to persuade her that the rightful king should take the throne. However,
That's
if
a
the
no.
deep roads have addled her wits, it might be best she not return before the kingship is decided.
Are you saying I should kill her? What is Branka like?
I would never say that. She is a paragon. It is my duty to protect her. On the other hand, we must respect her decisions. Should she prefer to stay in the deep roads rather than help her rightful king take the throne, we must assist her. By any means necessary.
Understand, I understand. Fighting for you.
Then we will both go down in history as a paragon's saviors. So far, my men have traced Branka to Caridin's Cross, an ancient crossroad lost to the Darkspawn 4 centuries ago. Her trail ends there. Perhaps with your warden's expertise, you can find what my men could not.
Where's Caridin's
You must
Cross?
enter the deep roads through the mines. To protect the city, that's the only path we leave open. Caridin's Cross lies many miles deep into the tunnels. It was once a main thoroughfare, but before Branka, no one had stepped foot there in generations.
I leave you right now.
You have my
Caridin.
thanks. Seek her in Caridin's Cross. I will try to delay the vote until you return.
Alright. Did we get anything on that? That's good. Save. To save. I'll continue the Dwarven campaign. Maybe play a Overwatch sometime later. It's fine with me. I'm getting curious about finishing this quest. Find Branka. Watch out for foes with colored names. I'm actually working on a new video in regards to TikTokers, so all I need to do are the finishing touches and make sure
News
it's
of
all
the hour.
good.
Grey Wardens approve of Lord Balin's plans to deal with the Darkspawn threat. Lord Harrowmont, addled and confused.
You got that right.
Thank you for your service.
No problem.
You have house stasis, thanks.
I fooled
Orzammar
everyone.
questions Lord Balin's ability to win the throne without Grey Warden assistance. Can he rule without them as well?
These guys just know how to make trouble.
It's
I'm using an SSD. I don't know what's taking so long. So far, it's fun. Thank you guys for staying tuned. I love viewers. I love them, especially if you're at more than 3. Oh, bad man. Not just bad movie, bad man.
There you are. I thought I'd spoken to a Grey Warden, but for some reason I chalked it up to the drink. I know you're down here to look for Branka, and I need to ask a favor.
I saw you butter someone up to ask them for help. Why not? Everyone else does. You're older, right? Aren't you her ex-husband?
I'm still her husband. More than that, I'm the only one who cares about her as a person. Not some symbol to leave in the deep roads where she can't offend anyone. I know what Branka wanted, and how she was looking. You presumably know everything Balin scouts have discovered about where she disappeared. If we pool our knowledge, we stand a chance of finding Branka. Otherwise, good sodding luck.
Good sign of it. Sounds like we have a deal. So that means one of my members get replaced by a dwarf.
Perfect. What's one more? Branka was a brilliant girl, but half the time she'd add 2 and 2 and make it 50. You want to find her, you need someone who knows how she thinks.
Sounds like we have a deal. What makes you think you can trust me? Cross me and you're dead. Sounds like we have a deal.
You should know that Branka was looking for the Anvil of the Void, the secret to building golems, which was lost centuries ago. The smith Caradon built it, and with it, Orzammar had 100 years of peace, while it was protected by the golems forged on the anvil. As far as anyone knows, the anvil was built in the old Orton Tig. Branka planned to start looking there, if she could ever find it. All she knew was that it was past Caradon's cross. No one's seen that Tig for 500 years.
Don gave me a map. I can get to Caradon's cross. If you're married, why aren't you buried with Branka? I want to ask this question.
Why do you sodding think? She left me. Ran off and took our entire sodding house on her mad quest for the anvil. It was a stupid move. If I'd been with her, she'd have made it back years ago. But I forgive her.
Sure you did move on. Okay.
If we're going, let's get moving. Branka's not gonna sodding find herself.
So, no. This is it. Okay. Find Paragon Branka. Any quests here that I might need to? Let's go back to Mage first and make some money.
You're the best wrangler I've ever... I trust Vala, my nug wrangling friend.
Anything to sell? Yep. 2.
I'm only asking because you never know who's gonna get it. Right.
There we go. Time to go to the deep roads, I guess. Should I go back here? We should. Let's go. I need to go here. Anyway, let's find the camp for
Right away. Right ahead.
Alright, here's the bows. I mean, Mage. 2 of them.
All right.
Oh, victory! Make a preserve us!
What to do? So I shall. Now this is more like what? As you wish.
There we go. More debuffs. With my party, it's 2 physical damage dealers and 2 mages for magic. I think that's the best kind of combination. Keep stopping this alarm. This sounds very weird.
As you like. Tear them apart!
Move on.
Push them back! I'll try to be merciful! Again they
Now go down.
Here comes trouble!
No.
Yes, of course.
It's blocked though. Path is blocked. Wait. Yep, it's blocked. To go back here. Maybe I can find something to duplicate that. I'm sweating. What else is here? This enemies was
On my way.
Place looks big. Oh, of course, it is big. This is where we found it. Did I miss this? Nope, I didn't. Let's see real quick. So that's all there is to this map. Can I move from here? How about I go back here? This is part 8 of the Mage Elf playthrough with Banana. This bald guy here, who's wearing a helmet. So if you want to see part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, feel free to just go to my YouTube, or you can also find it on my Twitch. But part 6 is on YouTube, I believe. Yeah, part 6 is on YouTube. Part 6 is now on Twitch. Alright. So there's no path there at all. That's fine. Time to go back. Move to a different area. One gear. I think I'm just going to save this here as my part 8 because I have to do something first. Thanks again for those who watched my stream. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So right now I'm gonna read someone real quick right now. Read. Guys, let's read Mercy.
Don't give up. Sige.
So, thank you
Eat
naman.
well.
Ito viewers, mga ginabilin, so nagkuha ko.